10kf. On the entrance, it just looks like this gap between Nadia and Yora is too big, and so we just need to look at a way to keep that gap a little bit tighter so that there's not quite so much pressure here on Yora. And then maybe Matthew, just notice what's going on to your piece partner as you give the key. I mean, Yora, you do a really good job of getting neutral straight afterwards and dealing with it. But I think, yeah, timing between Nadia and Yora should just be a little closer. So it's either, I know Nadia's giving the count, but we need to get Yora's leg through a little sooner. Tens look mostly really good. They're just one or two tiny little issues just going to work through. Obviously there's some issues with the random builds of the K, especially in B slot. But and then memories, a little wide there on the 10. Okay, but it gives me a good chance to talk about this. The back pair does a really good job here. See how the piece just spins around Matthew's head. That's an excellent job. And then the front pair, really nice job. Now just squeezing through, getting that side-by-side picture with Otto. And then we're closing the 10s up better now with the finish shape to make it easier for those guys to get the grips in the center. It still looks, Otto, like you're struggling a little with your move to come through. See how you get into that side body picture there. So by this point now, you should have rotated more. So your head should slide forward and rotate. And then you won't feel like you're in such a side body picture with Nadia, but more in like a stair-step side-by-side picture. There, see this picture here? Nadia's a little bit late, but it's still okay. But that's the picture we're looking for. Rather than having you, Otto, head against here, is more of a rotation. So your head goes forward to create space. You see where Nadia's head goes? Slides a little forwards, and then the legs come through, and then there's plenty of space, and you don't feel under pressure to get through, which I know you sometimes do. There you go, it's getting better. Head forward, still a little bit of the same thing. So your head could be parallel rather than side-bodied. And there's one 10 where there's not enough space for the front pair, and it looks like the pronouns. There we go. So I think this is the one I saw before. At the beginning, we want this piece to rotate here. It doesn't want to go this way at the start, because there's already a limited amount of space in the center. So if it's going too much to the center, do you see that, Yora, at the beginning? Yora and Matthew, so you guys need to be rotating here rather than going into the center. The way it should look, you see that, how it's creeping to the center, and now Otto, who does a pretty good job on this one to get his hips through and get side by side with Nadia, but he gets hit by the piece. So what we're looking for is, once the pieces start rotating, is that they rotate around their center points. Like that one. So now the piece doesn't go so much into the center, you see that? Kind of waits out here, and now the piece rotates here rather than getting into the center. And then this piece rotates around here. It's almost the head or the grip for the front pair in between the grips.